Got to check out our plan. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hi, welcome to Dr. Cammy and Karen Go Keto. We're here today to talk about commitment and how commitment looks in your life. We're here to discuss how the words that you say, as far as in your mind and to others about what you're committed to, is very important. And I've had some issues with being committed to staying on plan after I weigh in with Jeff and do my measurements. And so the other day on Friday, which was 2 days ago, I weighed in with him and then proceeded to go and eat off plan and eat lots of high carb processed foods. Although I have to say it was less than I usually do. And I started the eating with something that was on plan and ended with something that was on plan that I had planned to do, which was some keto bread with cheese, a grilled cheese sandwich. But in between, I ate some foods that I was not committed to. And so we're going to discuss that a little bit. And what I wanted to say was that it's getting very incongruent and very uncomfortable for me to eat that way. And I'm very pleased about that because that's not what I'm up to. That's not what I'm committed to. That's not what I'm saying I'm going to be doing. And so as I'm in the process of eating those foods, they might taste good, they might soothe me, they might comfort me, but really the discomfort and the incongruency that's going on is getting more uncomfortable. And it's getting to the point where it's not really worth going off the plan. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, was just to mention that, I really suggest that we be committed to the words that we're going to use and say when we're talking about what we are going to do and not do.
I think that's a good point. And I think that when you were doing our intro today, Cammy, I felt like saying, no, today is Dr. Cammy and Karen are thinking about going keto. Well, I guess Diet Coke is maybe technically keto in the sense that it isn't something that changes your insulin level. And I don't think it knocks you out of ketosis. But Diet Coke, it's funny because now that the chocolate malts are not my nemesis, the Diet Coke is. And I was doing really well up until probably 3 days ago. And 3 days ago, my brother had bought some, and he said, "Oh, there's a bottle of Diet Coke down there." And I was going to tell him, "Oh, take it back," because he takes back stuff all the time to the store. And I'm like, take it back. I'm not going to drink it. That's not me. But apparently I was wrong. It was me because I did drink. So, and then I changed my habit of when I'm at McDonald's, instead of ordering the iced tea, I have ordered the Diet Coke. And for me, there are a few things about commitment. And maybe part of it is we've never really shared all the details of what we're doing with our keto diet, like what our plan is, our food, our food guide and that sort of thing. But for me, the Diet Coke is it is comforting, and it's part of a habit, right? I've been drinking Diet Coke in the morning since probably high school. Maybe, probably high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's definitely a habit that I need to break. And there's a comfort in having that habit and having that ritual. And I think because there are other uncertainties in my life, that's an easy one to go back to. And kind of in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, it's not really that bad. It's not the worst thing. And it's not, but it's also, like you said, the lack of congruency is bothering me. And by the way, I think that it's bad for you. I think it does something to my brain, because I do feel like it might have cytotoxins or something. Because I definitely, when I didn't drink it for 4 days, I definitely felt better and more clear-headed than I do when I'm drinking it. But I think the other thing is, as far as making so I made a commitment to drink iced tea, unsweetened iced tea, instead of Diet Coke. And that's a fairly easy one for me to keep, except I can't drink as much of that as I could Diet Coke, because I get the caffeine just, because I would drink I drank a lot of Diet Coke. So it would be like drinking probably 96 ounces of iced tea, and that would just basically make me way too jittery. So I have to find something else to drink, some other commitment. And the funny thing is, I refuse to buy bottled water because why buy bottled water when you can drink free water? So um, I guess when I go to McDonald's, I could ask for kids' water and not get a bottled water. Um, or just stick with my iced tea for a certain period of time and then stop drinking the iced tea starting in the, mid-afternoon or something. Anyway, since we're having this conversation about commitment, my commitment will be no more Diet Coke, no matter how soothing it looks. And I am going on a road trip in the next couple of days, so that's going to be a real stickler to see if I can get through a road trip without drinking any Diet Coke.
All right. It's out there. It's going to be in the world. So we'll see how the commitment goes. And I'm going to put my commitment to stay on my food plan the next time I go to weigh in. And that will be in 2 weeks from last Friday. So in like 12 days. And I will have a plan that says what I'm going to eat. And maybe it's not something that I normally eat, but I will stick to that plan. That's my goal and my commitment. I mean, maybe there's a bagel on there. Bagels have lots of carbs in them. But if it's on my plan and that's what I say I'm going to eat, then that's what I'm going to do. And speaking for myself, and I think I speak for you too, Karen, working on our menu, our food plans is something that we're still trying to get into our system. It's been a hard thing for me to do, to get a plan that I eat. I looked the night before what I'm going to eat the next day. And the couple of days that I did do it, I did it for about 4 days. It was really wonderful because it's a no-brainer. You have it all planned out. You have the food in the fridge and you just look the next day and know what you're going to eat. And I put all these stories behind it, like, oh, I might not be craving that. Oh, I just might not feel like eating that. Oh, I might not want to cook that. Or, all these stories that, I'm trying to work on. And the last thing I wanted to say was I wanted to give you a quote from Mike Collins, who's my sugar addiction coach. And he says, borrow from the beauty of the future to enroll yourself in the activities of today. And I really like that quote because you're thinking about the long term. When I think of myself being in a healthier situation and being thinner and being stronger and sleeping better and eating healthier and, feeling better about myself, I have to remember what that is so that I can hold on to being on plan and being what I'm committed to in the moment.
Got it. That's good. That's good. Do you want to share about your fasting or not today?
Not today. I wanted to try to fast a little bit more. I'll just say that I fasted yesterday for 24 hours. It was actually almost 25. I drank water and some sparkling water with no flavor in it and 1 cup of broth. I did well. I had periods of hunger and overcame them. And maybe after a few more, we can talk about how that's going.
And by the way, everybody, this is from a woman who said, I could never fast for 24 hours.
No way. I'm scared to go 5 hours without food. I really am scared. So that whole relationship is developing.
Yeah, good, great. Do we have, so I probably won't be available given my road trip until a few days from now. But maybe we can post some shorts, or maybe we can tape while I'm driving. I don't know. You say you don't like that idea, so maybe we'll stay away from it.
I've seen too many MVAs, motor vehicle accidents in the ER.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us. If you liked us, want to follow us, want to go on this journey with us and get a transformation into the ketogenic lifestyle, you can see for some people it's easy. For you, it might be easy. But come along with us, subscribe, like, comment. We love to hear from you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you, Karen.
Okay.